So these photo eyes, that one and that one, they need to be facing each other, because when a car drives in, when you break this, it stops the gate from hitting the car. So this one is pointed, let's see, there's the other photo eye, and this one is pointed somewhere over there. I wonder what could be wrong. Yeah, so you're gonna deal with this shit sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. This is the same guy that doesn't want me to charge for driving, doesn't want me to mark up my parts, and seems to think that I work 7 days a week and I'm not gonna charge extra for working on days that are my days off. And I want to ask some of you guys what you think, because I've done my research on this, and basically there are going to be customers that want you to work for free, and if they do that, don't work for them. There will always be more work. I've got so much work right now that I can't even keep up with it. So if you have people that tell you, oh, you can't charge for this, you can't charge for that, tell them, then I don't want to work for you. They can find someone else to work for free, because there's so much work out there that you don't have to be scared about losing a customer. Instead of being where I'm supposed to be right now, I am here dealing with this gate because somebody moved the photo eye. And to be honest, they got guys here that are not very intelligent, and they break all the equipment, and then they call me because it's broken. And this has happened so many times here. I'm not trying to be mean. I'll fix something, it'll break 2 days later, they'll call me and say you didn't fix it right, and it ends up being just the operator being an idiot. This happens all the time. I mean, as of right now, I'm over here instead of picking up parts, and I'm supposed to be at another client, but I try to take care of these guys because they are, I make some money off of them. The ranch manager expects me to be here 60 hours a week, but they don't want to pay me to do anything. And then when they do pay me, it takes them 3 or 4 months to pay me. So their thoughts are not based in reality. Everything is the mechanic's fault, not the operators who aren't taking care of the machinery. It's not none of their maintenance is up to do. I was here 3 days ago because the hinges were seized on this thing. And he was like, you put the gate in wrong and blah, 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 blah. You didn't wire it right and this and that. And it ended up just being that the hinges were seized. They weren't greased. Now they can pay me to come grease them, that's fine, but I don't want to hear this whole, oh, you're making good money, you can't charge me for this, you can't charge me for that. It's not, it's unreasonable. The latest thing with them has been they don't want me to charge for drive time when I'm going to pick up parts. So I have to drive all the way to Oxnard, pick up their parts and come back, and they're telling me that I can't charge for that, which is bullshit, because it's my time. And if I wasn't driving to go pick up their parts, I'd be somewhere else making my rate, which is $150 an hour. So why would I take time out of my day to do something for free when I have enough work scheduled that I could be making $150 an hour continuously? Not only that, if I go down on my rate when I drive, it doesn't make sense, because I'm driving. Just to drive to Oxnard and back, it cost me over it's like $57 for me to drive. My truck gets 5 miles a gallon. It cost me like $60 to drive there and back. So if I go down on my rate, that doesn't make any sense. So I charge them $100. That means I'm making $40 an hour for driving when my rate is $150 an hour. It just, their logic is completely out, off the wall. And unfortunately, when I try to talk to him, he's like, he basically just tries to pigeonhole you and bully you into his way of thought. And I'm not doing it. So they can get their own parts, and if the parts are wrong, I'm still going to charge them a minimum for coming out. And it is what it is. If they want to find a different mechanic, they're more than welcome to, because I know all the mechanics out here and I don't want to deal with this crap. So I was going to ask you guys what you guys think about what's going on. I think I'm going to go ask Steve too what his logic is to think that I can't charge my hourly rate for drive time. I'm already not charging him for parts. So when I buy their parts, I pay out of my pocket and he reimburses me. I don't mark them up. I should be marking them up at least 30%. So they're saving money there already. So I think what's going on is that once a customer finds that they can make you bend, they're going to try to make you bend more and more and more. And there are way more other people that pay me my rate and don't complain about it. we've come to a crossroads, you know, where it's, you know, something's got to give, and I'm not backing down from my price, because if I back down from my price from this guy, I have to back down from my price from everybody. And it's not fair, you know. This ranch, the owner of this ranch is like a billionaire, and he's nickel and diming me to death when, you know, the little old grandma that has me repair her trailer pays me full price without complaining, you know, and even lets me take a shower in her house, you know. I mean, give me a break, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I guess my question to you guys is, what do you think is fair? You think I should go down on my drive time? Because I don't think it's fair. They know my rate. My rate's $150 an hour, $2.50 a mile. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if I'm wrong, I'll change my ways. You know what I mean? I'm not too stubborn. I'm not too stubborn to admit when I'm wrong. But I really think I'm right on this one. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe. Thanks a lot, you guys. See you later. The photo eyes came in, and yeah, we're gonna replace them, and hopefully that's all that was wrong. I think they burned out for some reason. One of them was pushed in an odd direction. It was pushed like aiming towards that tree over there. So I'm not really sure why, but maybe them not being, because they have to read each other, so maybe it being open for so long it just fried it. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so we're gonna put these in, put 2 new ones in, and then align them, and hopefully it's gonna work all right. Transmitter, receiver. What's up, Gringo Maniac? Alright, yeah, so this one goes on the other side. They're pretty simple. There's basically a power wire, a power and a ground to both of them, and then they receive signal from each other. When something breaks a signal, it sends a safety or an exit sensor, a ground, back to the control panel that's over there, and it opens the gate back up so it doesn't hit anything. There's power, like beam power, for how long of a stretch you have, and then there's different channels for the different channels of beam, but they're pretty simple. So yeah. You want to tighten them, but be careful because you don't want to crack the plastic. Everything's plastic. So when that's pressed, it allows it to be on. When it's not, it opens a signal, so it won't work basically. So you always got to stick something in there. These ones have like a tint on them for a reason, probably. This one is non-tinted. have it plugged in. We have this in here just to hold the switch. So that's giving you your reading on how strong it is, how strong the beam is. See, cover it, nothing, boom, it's reading. So you also see that that little green light shows that it has power. When you cover this up, that means it's gonna open the gate back up. There you go. All right, let's turn this baby back on. Keypad real quick, and then I'll walk through it. And then as it closes, I'll walk back through to see if it opens up. So, you know, it's like basically a safety beam, so it doesn't close on cars. No, no. Hey, sit. Come here, come here. Sit. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Yes, you're nice. All right, so that was it. Eyes were no good. Possibly went bad. I know we had a rain. It rained. They're sealed. Who knows what could have happened at this place. One of the eyes was pointed off into the distance, so I don't think that would cause it to burn out. But it does say that it can't be, the eyes can't be placed where direct sunlight's gonna hit the eye. So maybe, possibly it was pointed that way and it got, you know, it basically got fried by the sun, I think, maybe, possibly. And that was causing it to not sense when something was open or closed. So pretty easy. Bought the eyes on Amazon. They're through Mighty Mule. These Mighty Mule systems, I've put in a couple of them, and you know that for the price, they're not bad systems. But I will say they're not meant for industrial or commercial areas. If it's like a gate on your home, or you know, a gate, you know, for your property or something like that, I'd say they're fine. But if it's a gate for a commercial or industrial area, it's not gonna work.